Hello and welcome to Bad at Board Games. My name is Brad Blake and I'm bad at board games, so you don't have to be. Today we're going to be talking about Gen Con and 10 games that I'm interested in that are going to be at Gen Con. And I've got a list right here, so if you see me like do one of these numbers, it's because I'm looking at my list. I also have my phone to help me cheat. So Gen Con's coming up. I go with my boys. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy being there. I've got friends that I keep making, and friends from Wisconsin that are going to be there, friends from Indiana that are going to be there, and some new friends from Ohio that I met last year. So looking forward to meeting all of them, and maybe I'll even get to meet Table Knots Max, calling you out. Hopefully we'll be able to get a game together and enjoy that just a little bit. But that's not why you're here. I'm going to try to make this quick-ish. I'm not going to go through all 360 some games. I'm going to go through 10 plus a couple of maybe on the list. And these are games that I might be interested in buying more so than demoing or just taking a look at. And I believe all these games that I've picked might be able to buy. There's probably going to be 50 or 60,000 people at Gen Con. No idea if I'll be able to get there before they all get sold out. I will be there all 4 days, but we'll see. This is what I'm interested in, and maybe I'll get something a little sooner than, it gets released to the public, which is always kind of cool. So my honorable mentions, there's two or three games, really. We've got Space Station Phoenix, and that's a pretty heavy Euro game. And then My Father's Work, which is kind of like the Frankenstein generational, trying to figure out how to play or how to build Frankenstein over generations. I'm not sure I'll get either one. The Space Station Phoenix, I'm not sure it's going to fit within all the other Euro games I have. And while I think I would enjoy it, I don't necessarily know if I want to buy it because I just don't know how often it would get to the table, if that makes sense for the price point. My Father's Work, I think, is really neat. I would like to play it one of these times, but it's another one it's like a 2 to 3 hour game, and it does require the app. Now, I have an app for Return to the Dark Tower, and I enjoy that, but I don't want to continue to get into a bunch of apps. I don't really have a good tablet, so I don't like passing my phone around. Maybe if I get the Apple TV hooked up to the phone, it might work a little bit better and be able to see, but that's not really how I have everything set up in my house. So there you go. I think those two games are neat. I will check them out. We'll see if I buy them. I'm not, with the price points and the other things that are higher on my list, I will probably end up passing on them though. So the next one I'm interested in from AEG, it is number 11, and it's kind of like a will I or won't I. AEG's got two games that I'm interested in, is Guild Merchant Explorers, which is, these top ones are Euro games for the most part. And it's a delivery kind of game. Shut up and sit down. Just talked about 10 games that they were interested in, not necessarily Gen Con, but things that people weren't talking about. That was on the list. This next one is also from AEG and was also on that list, and it's called Wormholes. So it's a space delivery thing. So I'm a little bit more interested in that one because I do like the space theme. So Wormholes may or may not come home with me. It is my number 10. The next one I've got is Rainer Knizia, and I'll probably say his name wrong, but he's got a game coming out called Longboard. And kind of interested in that because it looks like it's a 4-player, you're building surfboards, and it's more of a filler type of game, so 20, 30-minute kind of game. And I'm always on the look for new filler games. Really enjoy those. So Longboard's kind of in that. It's the only one I've seen that's really a filler game that I'm kind of drawn to, kind of curious about. I don't have a lot of, I don't know if I may have one Rainer Knizia game, but would like to get a few more, and I think that would be something that I'd want to try. The next one is number 8 is Terracotta Army. So Rado also talked about this. He's got a playthrough and what he thinks about it. And that one has an interesting mechanic. It's got, a rotating tableau where you can pick things and for your resources and you can change them. So I like that in Planet Unknown, and I like that in Barrage, where you have to kind of like dial in things and you lose them for a while. So I think it'd be an interesting mechanic. I like, kind of like this choice of where you can dial things in and it might be good for you, but not be good for somebody else, or you could change it or leave it the same. So that Terracotta Army, I think, is kind of getting more buzz. So we'll see if I can pick that one up. But I am interested in it. It looks like a good one. I'm kind of going to break in, and this is not a new game, but I'm interested in it for its Take That, and I like Take That games. Came out a couple years ago, and it's Cosmic Frog. So it's not on my list. I'm kind of like throwing it in here just to be like talking about something that I might be able to get at Gen Con, and I kind of want to see it and maybe play it with somebody in the open gaming area, or just kind of check it out a little bit more in depth before I decide on it. Looks interesting. Supposed to be very Take That, and for those of you who watch the channel, you'll know that I like a good Take That game. The next one is Factory 42, and this is like a steampunk dwarf board game, and I'm interested in it just because it's steampunk and dwarves. I saw it at the Kickstarter. They're going to have it at Gen Con. It doesn't say demo, so I'm hoping that it might be for sale. I kind of want to get a better look at it, talk to some people, see it played, or, see if somebody's playing it, and ask them how they like it. And, maybe I'll get that. Can't buy everything on my list. I'm not going to spend that much money. Got to reserve things a little bit. However, it looks pretty cool. So Factory 42, if you hadn't heard about it, go check it out and see what you think. Let me know down in the comments. Number 6 is Carnegie. It's even on the hotness. It's the new Euro game that's been delivered from Kickstarter. I've seen playthroughs of it. I think that's a Euro game Toph I would like. Now, for me, I keep trying to think of, okay, I've got Euro games. I've bought some more Euro games we haven't played yet. And so do I want to just keep adding all these games and long and not being able to get to them? But the Carnegie one is really looking interesting. Hear more and more buzz about it from people that play games that I like, that, it's kind of like morphing into that. Oh, this could be one of my top Euro games. So that one has me very, very interested to see if I want to pick that one up or not. So Carnegie, that's my number. What is it? Number 6. And I'm sorry I keep looking over here, but that's where I have my list. The next one is, and it may surprise you or not, but Marvel Zombies. So it looks like they are going to have, and I don't know if I'll be able to get in line soon enough, but the $50 version, not the CMON minis, everything going on. So I'm curious about that for the price point, for one, and then just being able to check it out and kind of play it at a lower price point. So $50, not so bad of an entry point. Now, I'm sure the CMON will be more in depth, and obviously the miniatures and everything will be more beautiful. Will be beautiful. However, I'm just not sure I'm looking to dive into Marvel Zombies. I really like Village Attacks. That does kind of what I need in the whole zombie-esque, rushing and everything's going on, coming at you thing. So we'll see. If I can pick it up for $50, I will probably try it out just so I can let you know what my thoughts are about Marvel Zombies. The next one is the next one is called Sky Mines, by one of my favorite designers that made Great Western Trail. So I am interested in that. I know they're launching it at Spiel. They may have a few copies at Gen Con for sale, and that might be a limited amount. But I'm curious to see if I can pick that one up. If I can get a copy of Sky Mines, that one I definitely will. Alexander Pfister, he's all right in my book. The next one I've already bought, I'm going to pick it up at Gen Con. The Tom Vassell talks about this one a lot, or has, at least the one Dice Towers I've watched, is Gutenberg. So I'm curious to see if this is any good. There are definitely some games that I agree with Tom Vassell, and there's some that I don't, but he's talking about this one enough, and it's a little bit heavier, and I like the heavier weight games. So I'm really curious to try this one out. They had a good sale on it if you pre-ordered it for pickup at Gen Con. So that kind of enticed me to go ahead and get it. And I'll be bringing that one home for sure. That's my number 3. And then number 2. So this is strictly because of the IP associated with it. I'm not going to like cry if I don't get this one, but Villainous Star Wars, so that I can get Darth Vader. Yeah, I want to. I've not played any of the Star Wars Villainous games. I know it has kind of the mechanic of Scythe where you can't pick the same action twice, but that's about all I know about it. I am interested in it strictly because of the IP. I'm getting sucked into that, so I'm going to see if I can pick that up, but it's not going to be like, I know it's number 2 on my list, but I'm not going to be like rushing to go get it. If I can get it, or if I can try it out, I am very curious to see what that's all about. So that's my number 2 is Villainous Star Wars. Don't laugh. And then my number 1 is Great Western Trails Rails to the North. Now, it's not a game. It's an expansion to Great Western Trails. And for those of you who have watched my top 10 of all time, you'll know where that is on my list. If you don't know, go check out that video. I'm kind of proud of it. Toph and I go through our top 10 of all time from our top 40 of all time. So hopefully you might enjoy that. But Great Western Trails, Rails to the North, I'm kind of being like, yeah, if I can, I'm definitely going to get that. I'll probably be able to pick it up at Gen Con 3 months before it would be available. So that's always a fun little perk, and that's one of my favorite games. So that's my list. Are you going to Gen Con? Let me know. Comment down below. Maybe we can get a selfie together with our masks on and everything. But what games are you interested in that you have seen that are coming out? Or if you're in Europe, what games at Spiel are coming out at the event that you're really interested in? All these new games, we're always trying to like, where are you going to spend your money, right? We don't have an endless supply, so maybe if we can share and talk about it, we can all be like, let's check that one out. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night.